was working 2 jobs. I was in a very like serious relationship, and I was depressed like a motherfucker. And I was like, bro, if I don't do something in the next, like, mind you, and yeah, preface this, I never put in an application to go to college, nigga, like ever.
We said we did YouTube in the beginning. Now we completely do different shit, even though we met in the middle of YouTube. How did y'all get into y'all things? If you have to like break it down real quick, how did y'all get into like y'all niches? Like you streaming, you TikTok,
say,
you know, such and such.
To be completely honest, the quickest to do it, bro, I was broke. Like, dumb.
Yeah,
bro.
literally.
Like, I was working 2 jobs. I was in a very like serious relationship, and I was depressed like a motherfucker. And I was like, bro, if I don't do something in the next, like, mind you, and yeah, preface this, I never put in an application to go to college, nigga, like ever. Like, I knew from a young age I wasn't gonna be going to college, but like it got really serious once I got older, just because like between money and time and shit like that, I didn't really have people around me. Love my parents, but they weren't pushing me on that shit because I had older siblings that was doing that, college shit. So they weren't even pushing me on that shit. They were just kind of letting me do whatever the fuck I do. I had to, bro. Like you gotta start somewhere. I always tell people you have to start somewhere. So I had to do something, and streaming made so much sense because I used to stream when I was younger. I always fucked with streaming and like the concept of live stream. So I'm like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
Gotta
literally,
do something,
bro.
Yeah, like
Money problems, literally. Like you get to a point where you look at yourself in the mirror, you're like, damn, the fuck am I gonna do? Like I dropped out of college. I'm working every day, but the money going to shit because now I gotta travel hours to get to work.
Yeah, bro,
which is wasting my
I
gas.
was driving an
money,
hour 30 to Amazon, bro. I was
literally
driving an hour 30, bro.
hours to Amazon back, and then I did like stocking shelves and shit. At the time, I was on TikTok while stocking shelves, making no money off that shit. Like 200,000-300,000 followers, no money. Because at the time they didn't have the like creator program that they got now.
They didn't. Yeah.
So I'm literally going to work at like 7 p.m., getting off at 5 a.m., trying to record something real quick, go to sleep, wake up. It was bad.
bro, you get to a point because he said he wasn't in school. I didn't know I want to say this, but I mean, it's my story, so I don't give a fuck. It's the thing of like, I didn't even like finish high school. So it was like dropping out of high school to like kind of being like not even in anything, not working. I'm like, bro, like I need to make some shake. And I started off with editing videos, got into that, and then it just went into fashion because I remember I had a homie at the time, we were like, bro, let's do some shit. And didn't end up working out, but we was like, let's do some shit. And that's when actually I started to get more into fashion. I'm like, yo, I really like this shit because I've always been creative. It's just I never had that outlet.
You always fuck
and that
with
was the
clothes,
outlet.
like,
Yeah.
Ever since you was younger.
And it was just a matter of like, you know what, I can actually like make it. And it's one of those things where it's like you have to have that conversation with yourself. It's like, I don't got no bread. Not in high school. It's like, bro, I have to make something of myself because I've always from a kid had those dreams. So why not do it, bro?
Exactly.
That's
Why
what it
not,
is.
bro?
And I think for me, it was like I don't know at what time it started, but I remember since I was like a kid, I wanted to like be president or some shit. Like I
Yeah,
ran
bro.
for
Like
it.
he had like the old soul at a young
Hell
age.
yeah.
Like,
Hell yeah.
And
nigga had me wearing suits on Fridays.
I remember the nigga wear a suit with me.
Yeah,
We made fun of him.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, when we was in middle school, but it was just like one of those things where I don't know, it was just like a cool thing, and people would call
still
him
do
Mr.
that
President.
shit.
Yeah.
Now
And
niggas
then-
wearing like
That's cool.
now niggas wearing suit with street attire and shit now.
Yeah.
Literally. Now it's cool.
Casually.
But it started with that, and I don't remember exactly when I actually took a liking to politics, but it was pretty early, and I like started like seeing how much I genuinely fuck with it, and I wanted to like talk about it, advocate for certain stuff, like see some shit change. And it was also in the middle of the era of Trump, so like that's when I started learning about like everything. I had a lot of catch up to do, and then niggas got here. So we had multiple instances where we wanted to do like a podcast before. We came close to it like our junior year of high school.
Yeah.
At that
And
point,
they fell through on
at
us.
that point, it was a completely different like set of stuff. AB wasn't even involved.
I'm glad it didn't go well because we just didn't have AB. We weren't
didn't
cool at
have
that
AB,
point.
bro.
And through a bunch of shit, we have so much more that we gotta
I
tell
was
y'all
gonna say,
about.
if y'all want
So
more
much
of
more.
these,
Y'all do, let us know.
just let us know. We can do this shit
We're
for hours.
doing another one.
But yeah,
we have to
we
because
have
I'm thinking of so much shit. Because I even want your perspective on how like meeting us was your first
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
we got to do
There's
this
so
next
many
episode.
different
You
ways.
gotta unlock that by subscribing.
Let us
bro.
know.
Unlock it.
Let us know.
Jam
Hashtag
Talks,
Jam
bro.
Talk.
Thank you for watching this long. If you haven't already, subscribe. What is you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you
doing?
doing? You think we just sitting here doing it for nothing?
You think you're gonna sit here and not
need
do
to
shit? Like, hear this shit.
Click that I know you're not subscribed. Click it.
Cool.